Let's just start off at 30,000 feet, Wes. What have you witnessed going on in this world the last 3.5 months? And how does your unique frame of reference give you insight into this that someone like me or the normal person wouldn't see?
I mean, coming from where I've come from, it's a gratitude test. Life is one big gratitude test. And during coronavirus, everything went south for a lot of people. So they're getting to know how grateful they truly are. Their capacity for being grateful, which they've created throughout their life, they're getting a front row seat to that. So the fact is that they need to realize that when everything's going your way, that's not who you are. That's not who you are when everything's going your way and everything's great. Who you are is when everything is taken from you, if you can still stay grateful, if you can still stay positive. This is the definition of a man. This is who we are. So me learning how to stay grateful, be positive, find inner peace, stay focused, stay motivated in the penitentiary, in a bathroom for over a year straight, not stepping out of it one time, learning to stay grateful in that mode was what made me able to stay grateful now with sitting on the 20th floor in one of the nicest buildings downtown San Diego of my own creation, because I became grateful before I tried to become. A lot of people think they're going to be happy and then they'll be grateful once they're happy. You got to be grateful first and then you become happy. And grateful means really counting what's working for you and letting the one thing that's negative in your life go very quickly and looking at the 99 blessings that you have in front of you.
Yeah, and you were, I mean, for clarity, you spent 14 months, I think, locked down in a cell, basically the size of a bathroom, and you didn't get to go out. So you managed to stay focused and sane through a physical practice, through a mental practice. And I've heard you say, Wes, that you were actually at sometimes even happier back then and more at peace with yourself than times that you've been on the outside, which most people could never conceive of. How is that possible?
Well, yeah, I was in a complete alignment. At those times, I was in complete alignment because I was working to create the vision I had of self physically. I was reflecting on all my internal issues, solving them internally because I had no external way to solve these internal issues, like devices that everybody thinks solves the internal issues, the overconsumption of television, food, drugs, substances. That's what people turn to when they have an internal issue. But I didn't have any of that. So I had to go inside to solve these internal issues. And that was by me reflecting, understanding, having fail-safes to combat this turmoil inside when it came about. And then the most important aspect was that I really acted. I went into physical action to negate any negative self-talk, any personal just states of negative energy, low vibration. I went into the mode of being accountable to my energy, my vibration, by feeling it and saying, I'm dropping right now. I'm in charge of raising myself. So I would raise myself multiple times a day through physical activity and then jump right into something, reflect upon some deep writing, and then solidify those affirmations that built me into the person I am today by just habitually creating that mindset through a solid daily process, which I preach more than anything, that solid daily process that is going to bring you up to be the person you need to be. People think success is a hack or some way they're going to be as successful as me and Brian if someone gave them the in. Success is a byproduct of personal development. Your level of personal development is what brings success in your life. Your success will never exceed your level of personal development. It's something we attract by the person we've become.
Yeah, and I've been meditating on you saying that for the last few days. And it's so true. You know, when I look at my life, it's like I didn't get the success until I was ready for the success because I hadn't yet solved my internal issues, which we're never taught that in this life in the Western world, Wes. It's always like, oh yeah, you get the money because you did the hit record. No, you would have never made the record unless you had that internal peace that allowed you to put out that great emotions in a music. And then that's why people vibrated, right?
Love it. I love it because you were tapped in. You were in alignment. You were doing what you're supposed to be. You were in that flow state, that state of now, and your creation was at its utmost, at its highest degree. So what you were putting out was a pure message. That was a pure message in the form of music, the way I speak, the way you deliver the interviews, the way everybody delivers the message they're bringing from infinite intelligence. And what people don't get, they always want this message, but You have to learn to be a quality facilitator of the message. And the way you become a quality facilitator of the message is to re-deliver it and spend time packaging it correctly for others so that they can consume it.